In front of stores, you'll see phrases like quality purebred puppies, and the stores stand by that. But groups like the Humane Society of Utah say there's a difference between what these stores are advertising and what they could actually be selling.
Come here, Cowboy.
Wrangling up Cowboy is a bit of a rodeo. He bursts with energy while Timo
Good boy.
is the golden child. Dog mom Victoria loves them both the same.
Yeah, you're so sweet.
This dog person found the perfect job where she got to do this all day long at the puppy store in Saratoga Springs.
We give them vaccines, we bathed them, fed them, cleaned up after them.
She took the occasional picture or video of the cute fur babies, but Victoria says she noticed a few things she couldn't shake off.
The puppies arrived throughout the night. They're really dirty when they get there. They don't smell the greatest. A lot of times they have diarrhea when they first come in.
She says the store sold dogs for upwards of $2,000 to $3,000, and if customers asked where they came from,
they tell us not to give up breeder information. They're so adamant.
Which led to a little of her own research.
Once in a while I would look at the breeder information on the sheet.
The puppy store advertises that their dogs come only from licensed breeders with registration and pedigrees.
We would get them through a broker, which was called Jaks, Jaks.
We looked up the company Jaks. According to an online search, the Iowa business supplies stores across the country with dogs from breeders mainly in the Midwest. Jaks' business practices have come under scrutiny before, including by the Iowa Attorney General.
You don't sell to Jaks by chance, do you?
Yeah.
This is one of the breeders Jaks works with in Wisconsin. The nonprofit organization Companion Animal Protection Society, or CAPS, went undercover at his facility in 2018. The video shows the breeder set up with dogs in wire-bottom cages. At one point, the breeder brings out a mom with matted fur.
She isn't used to being on the loose, and just if she's in the kennel all the time, then...
That's what she knows, right? Yeah.
We found this breeder and others are up to date on their USDA licenses. Facility inspection records and violations are not searchable online.
We're fully licensed, and we have to do everything by the book.
But still licensed and registered, like the puppy store promises.
You better have a lot of dogs and sell volume in order to make it pay off.
The Humane Society of Utah argues just because a breeder is licensed doesn't mean the conditions for dogs are ideal.
Some of them have never even touched grass or been out of that cage, and they're just bred over and over.
What are we doing?
They often take in small puppies, whether surrendered or rescued. Employees just drove this batch of 11 pups in from Nevada.
It's a lot of puppies. It's a lot of barking for 3.5 hours back to the shelter.
These ones, the Humane Society of Utah explains, likely came from accidental puppy litters rather than a breeder. And that, Deanne Shepard says, can make a difference in a dog's health and behavior compared to dogs from a facility like this.
They've not been socialized, they've not been treated well. Overall, the parents and these puppies have behavioral problems. They can also have medical issues if they've been inbred.
Problems that could be passed on to people who eventually take one of them home.
Cowboy, come here, buddy.
Victoria says the puppy store never knowingly sold sick dogs, but she says she did see puppies with health problems, including in Cowboy.
Boy, come here, buddy.
Victoria says she fell in love with Cowboy and bought him from the puppy store at a discount of $500 from his original price of nearly $3,000.
Diagnosed with a luxating patella and hip dysplasia. He has stage 1 right now. You can see when he walks, his hips sway, and when he runs a lot, he'll start limping his back legs.
Victoria says she gave her 2 weeks' notice and left the puppy store in December, unhappy with the business. Her and Deanne's advice:
Any consumer looking to add a new pet to their home needs to do their research, find where that animal's coming from.
Now, we reached out to the puppy store several times. They never did tell us exactly where their dogs come from, but they did send us a statement today that said, in part, "We are proud of the work we do in the community and will always work with responsible companies that have the best interest of our puppies in mind." Now, we also reached out to a veterinarian who says some puppies will have health problems, whether you buy them from a pet store or somewhere else. But she did say that pet store puppies she sees more commonly have behavioral problems and viruses, communicable diseases like Giardia and Parvo. Live in studio, Lauren Steinbrecher, Fox 13 News, Utah.